Have you been diagnosed with depression and struggle with sadness?
Maybe you're scared of being criticized.
Loss of interest, aches and pain.
Always thinking something terrible.
Ask your doctor about Effexor XR.
Ask your doctor about Cymbalta.
Talk to your doctor about
So
Zoloft.
talk to your healthcare professional.
Your doctor
Talk to
today.
your doctor.
Tell your doctor.
Contact your doctor immediately.
Talk with your doctor.
Pred vyše 40 rokmi sa poprední psychiatri stretli v Puerto Riku, aby sformulovali víziu svojej budúcnosti.
We see a developing potential for nearly a total control of human emotional status, mental functioning, and will to act.
Ich plán? Vytvoriť do roku 2000 paletu psychiatrických liekov regulujúcich každý aspekt ľudského správania.
I was diagnosed with depression and put on Paxil.
ADD, and I was prescribed Ritalin.
Bipolar disorder, and I take lithium.
Depression, Effexor, Lexapro.
PTSD, Zoloft.
I was on Paxil.
When they placed me on Zoloft.
They gave me Adderall.
I was prescribed Ciptamil.
Tegretol.
Lexapro.
Risperdal.
Stelazine.
Adderall.
Concerta. Lorazine.
Vyvanse.
Lorazepam.
Effexor.
Clonazepam.
Ritalin.
Dexamphetamine.
Paxil. Cylert.
Prozac.
Adderall.
Elavil.
Depakote, Wellbutrin, Seroquel, etc., etc.
100 miliónov ľudí na celom svete užíva psychiatrické lieky. Ako k tomu došlo? Psychiatri ich presvedčili, že sú chorí.
They want you to think you're diseased from birth, and that all those experiences of life, childhood and adolescence and teenage years and adulthood and being a senior citizen, that these are all various stages of disease.
Because let's face it, we've all been depressed at one time. We've all been anxious at one time. These are normal emotions that we feel.
Every emotional and spiritual problem is reduced to a label.
And of course, all of those diseases require pharmaceutical treatments. This is big, big business.
Zatiaľ čo vytvárajú tučný príjem, vyhlasujúca za zdravotníckych odborníkov, psychiatri sa vám pokojne priznajú, že ich profesii chýba akákoľvek vedeckosť.
We don't really have any specific blood tests or other tests that are definitive for any mental illness whatsoever.
It would be neat if it would become much more scientific.
Well, if you go to my office and you tell me that you're depressed, there's nothing, and no blood sample or whatever, no tests.
There are not current available tests to verify your diagnosis.
I don't use any tests.
You do not have a test to say, well, this is this disorder and this is the best medication for this disorder.
For many years we thought we had the tests nailed down, but it turned out that they weren't of any value.
If you don't know what's causing the symptoms, then to give somebody something to alleviate the symptoms is close to impossible.
By the time a drug's approved and it hits the general population, we don't know even 50% of the side effects that are involved with that drug.
And these pills cause heart attacks and liver problems and immune system problems and lots of other medical problems. So you're playing with fire.
Každodenne spôsobujú psychiatrické lieky vážne nežiadúce reakcie. A zatiaľ čo psychiatri a farmaceutické spoločnosti si plne uvedomujú, aké nebezpečné sú lieky, ktoré predávajú, ich nič netušiaci zákazníci sú ponechaní trpieť ich následkami.
Everything became worse. Each mood swing was worse.
He would have chronic headaches, chronic, nausea, not feeling good.
She was very agitated, very, very jumpy.
She was having horrible hallucinations.
Her personality was disintegrating.
Once he started on that drug, the cloud just stayed over him and stayed over him and stayed over him. It got darker and darker.
He thought there wasn't anything worth living to kill himself. That was not Matthew. That was the drugs.
At least I would like to have said, I love you. I didn't get a chance to do that.
Okrem bezpočtu ľudí zmrzačovaných denne, každý mesiac psychiatrické lieky zabijú približne 3000 ďalších. Ale devastácia ľudstva by sa nikdy nedostala tak vysoko, keby psychiatri nespolupracovali ruka v ruke s farmaceutickými spoločnosťami, aby spolu propagovali svoje lieky doktorom po celom svete. Dnes je 70% všetkých psychiatrických liekov predpisovaných všeobecnými lekármi. A ako sa to podarilo? Marketingom.
It's about creating a good story that uses science, that convinces a physician to think about writing a prescription.
This is not science. This is incredibly effective marketing. It has nothing to do with science.
They use what I call statistical contortionism. Basically just skew the numbers, make everything look fantastic, you hide the bad numbers.
They're learning every trick in the book. They're evolving into efficient marketing machines, and it's working.
There's definitely an unholy alliance between psychiatry and pharmaceutical sales. That's a marriage made in heaven.
They're like conjoined twins. They're joined at the wallet.
A s pomocou 374 mentálnych porúch, ktoré zaplňajú psychiatrickú diagnostickú príručku a s ďalšími na ceste sa biznis rozmáha. Farmaceutické spoločnosti rozšírili svoj arzenál psychotropných liekov zo 44 v roku 1966 na 174 dnes. 5 najpredávanejších psychotropných liekov spolu vytvára viac hrubého zisku ako hrubý domáci produkt každej z vyše polovice krajín sveta. Celkovo si psychiatrický priemysel nahrabe $300 biliónu ročne. Ako k tomu mohlo dôjsť? Je to príbeh o podvode, ktorému je možno ťažké uveriť, no smrtonosné ho ignorovať.